late evening video. We're all feeling better, but we have a little footage from yesterday I'm going to show you. But before we do, we've got some news that we're going to kind of break to you. It's bittersweet, but we realized something on the farm, and it comes with a decision we had to wrestle with to say, was this a right move or not? As much as we liked it and like them, we've got to get rid of an animal. Well, as I said, it is late. It's actually getting sunset. It's around 7:45 here in deep South Mississippi. Beautiful day. We actually all feel a lot better. Now Miss Mac's feeling a little under the weather, but before we talk about what we're getting rid of, we're going to show you some footage from yesterday that we had, that Misty did some work around the house. We had a great day. The girls worked inside. It was a little, they were feeling a little bit better, so they did some things. So we're going to show you that video right now.
So we have incubators. Me and Eliza and Selah are doing hatching a lot of chicks out, and we're gonna sell them. Doing 3 incubators of
just
brown
us.
eggs.
We're getting the money too.
Yes, and we're doing 3 incubators of brown eggs, 1 incubator of blue. Yeah, there's way more brown than green and blue. We might actually hatch out some more green and blue for us. But so today, Eliza, you need to go get the date. So we gotta write the date, and we gotta write down when we move them down. So this one says it has 17 days, and this one says we need to add more water. So Eliza, we need to get the water out.
We actually got this one from the Okie Homestead.
To say that this week has been, I know, I bet there is a lot of eggs. To say that this past week has been a long one. We do a lot of stuff around here on the farm. I make a lot of stuff. We accomplish a lot of things, just being diligent and hardworking. You guys saw our video of the kids. We come down with a stomach virus. When I say that they were sick kids, they were really, really sick. Y'all saw me make the trip to the emergency room with Jennings because he was absolutely so dehydrated. It was really, really, really terrible thing to watch, knowing that I really couldn't do much for them. But I will say I'm very thankful that God allowed me to apparently already have the bug before, because I did not get it. I'm very thankful that I was able to just take care of them while they were sick. My canning class, I had to cancel the canning class, obviously. I just come in the greenhouse. This is probably, Harley, would you say this is the hottest day that we've had?
Probably.
From winter?
Yesterday.
I haven't been able to come out to the greenhouse because I've been inside taking care of the sick kids. And today is the first day that they've been well enough for me to walk out and just check on things in my greenhouse. These are our fall and winter tomatoes that are still growing. I have made tomato plants from the suckers, actually, of my plants that are still growing. They went through a stunning phase. Some nights of really, really cold weather. Some of them did get a little damaged from that. New growth coming, so as much as they're gonna produce, I'm just gonna let them go. Squash, zucchini, sunflowers, hazel, marigolds, calendula that I've had since last year. Somebody asked me to do a salve video from start to finish. Peppers, echinacea flowers. I had to replant several of those. Tomatoes, several things out here. Curly leaf parsley, limes. This is yellow turmeric that I actually picked up from our local nursery just a few weeks ago. These are all pear trees that I sprouted from seeds. Aloes over there, more limes. This is a beautiful orange tree. There's actually, I spotted this orange and these two last time I was out here. Elderberry cuttings. When I root them, they almost look like they're going to die. As long as you keep the soil very moist, these things are almost foolproof. So they look like they're going to die, but they will root very, very easy. So these are all elderberry cuttings that I will put out in the yard. Our sweet potatoes. These are growing slips right here. I'll take those and use those to make new sweet potatoes. Citronella that I was trying to root, I believe we've got a root growing right there, and that I'll replant this and make a whole nother plant out of that citronella, or what they call the mosquito plant. Lots of garlic over here that I have in grow bags. The muscadines are starting to look wonderful. These had to go through cold stratification. If you're not familiar with that, I would challenge you to Google that. That is a lot of times how you will sprout your fruit seeds. These red raspberries root and spread like crazy. I dug all of those up from one tiny little section. I have so many more. There's another one that I pulled up. This was going to be one of my giveaways at my cannon class that we didn't get to have. You used to have one over there. Yeah, I forgot I did give that to Sayla asked for it. Harley asked for one, so sharing the raspberry plants with everybody. Are you feeling better?
Yeah.
What you doing?
Not that a little bit.
Working on your tractor a little bit?
Yeah.
So you got Daddy's screwdriver. Well, we need to get it on charge. I don't think it's broke.
Here we are at the fields. We're actually needing to move cows, but we have not moved cows because the day has come. We love our horses, but the more we realized each and every day that these horses need someone else who can love them more, who enjoy riding them a lot more, and who have the time to devote towards them. We are gonna miss our horses. Rose, for sure, she's a sweetheart, but our farm just relies on so much work and so much effort, and everything that we do on farm really deals with animals that we're feeding to basically feed us. We need our grass conserved for the animals that feed us the most, which are beef and our sheep and our pig. Bittersweet thought. Me and Misty have been talking about what to do, and so now we've decided the horses got to go. But we found a great person who's local, who actually co-owns the nursery that we go to a lot and speak at it here in our local town. He is now going to be the rightful owner of Miss Rose. So she is staying local to people we know, we actually go to church with. Really good. It actually made us feel a lot better that she's going to a great home. She's a great quarter horse. We love riding her. The kids love her. With everything that we do on this farm, we're just not able to devote the time that we want to her. So we are gonna miss her. It is bittersweet. I know that we were hoping to really enjoy the horses, and we do. We love them. But because we stay so busy, guys, and because we are devoted to raising our family, raising food for our family, we do know, we wrestle with it, but we do know she does not need to be here. We need this area for our cows. We need more time devoted to our gardens and things like that. And a lot of times when we would like to just go out and ride her, for one thing, it's, 8 of us, so even when we had 2 horses, it still was one of those things we were switching out a lot. The kids were still young. We'd lead them. Great times and great memories. We have great pictures on the horses, but it's just a time where we've got to maneuver on and transition. What's eating this grass we can eat, such as the cows. You can see it's getting a little dark, but they're almost here. At piles of just excess land. If all our timber over here was all cut and this was all pasture, pure green lush pasture, I really wouldn't mind keeping her, even if we didn't get to ride her as much, because we have just enough pasture for what we're raising with our beef and with our lambs and even with our pigs in the forest. We really don't need anything utilizing our grass other than the things that we're eating. And what do you think? What's your thoughts on her? You gonna miss her?
I am. I love riding horses.
It's one of those things, it's bittersweet. I was telling you, the kids love her, I love her, Misty loves her. And if we had more land, I guess, and more time, she'd be a great asset. I think what we've realized though, with us being pressed for time, with us not being able to ride her as much, we just don't need another mouth to feed just to feed. So as these other cows are grazing, like he is eating, his whole purpose of eating is he's growing because he's gonna feed us. These are mamas, they're gonna give to us. You know, and again, so it's steers and other babies that we could turn around and have. We went on and got her out of the field over there with the cows just so it won't add any extra stress. She loaded fine when we bought her. So I'm anxious to see how she's gonna load for another person with us trying to load her and how she's gonna do. But I wanted to get her away from, she's not quite to the pigs. She doesn't like the pigs too much, but she's away from the cows who sometimes stress her out. Just being around her and us trying to load her into a new back of the trailer for sure. Bring her over here. This is where we floated her teeth. This is where our round pen was. Of course, we tore down because we utilized a lot of the panels for the pigs. Probably my favorite place to be. Right here on the other side of the lake. All right, Rose, here comes your new owners. It's getting late. Hopefully you'll load rather easy. Well, as you can see, it is dark and you probably can't even see me, but we know she's gonna be happy at her new home. Miss Mac and them are pulling back up. We just know that this is for the best. So I told them you didn't feel too good.
Yeah, just I've been nauseated on and off.
But nothing like us, huh?
But not as sick as y'all, yeah.
So what is your thoughts?
Well, I hate to see her.
Come in the light, I can't see you. It's getting too dark. Look at this beautiful sunset, y'all.
We really hate, I really hate for her to go. Colby says we don't have the land, but we really just don't have the time for her. I mean, we have not rode her in like a month, but she's going to be with another horse on another farm, so she'll be very happy there.
And we know the people.
We do know them, and she loves to ride horses. Her horse was really old, actually 26, so Rose is like half that age, and she'll get very well taken care of there. So we're happy to see her go to somewhere that we know she's going to be taken care of. We just don't have the time to really invest in.
What's eating our grass is what's feeding us.
We're gonna eat.
So it's kind of hard for us to keep justifying when we have all this pine thicket and things like that, that we can't just have the excess land just to let her just
If we had the
roam.
land to just let her kind of roam and we could just go pet her every now and then, but we really don't have the land, and we really don't have the time. So as
And
much as
maybe
we
one day
hated
we
to
can
see her go, we just like every weekend we'll say we're gonna saddle up and ride her, and then something comes up and we can't get out there, and that's really not fair for her. So